Mega Man 6.7. Yeah, I spoke about that earlier. We're trying to get them in. Hopefully, we'll just see. I mean, hopefully we can get them before the end of the year. But they sell well. We sell out quick on those Bravo Syntron belts, and so you guys love them, and we appreciate that, guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for going out there and purchasing our products. They're great belts, man. I don't run mine because since we don't have them in stock, I don't want to be like, hey, man, check out my Syntron belt. It's not fair. Maybe I should, but I don't know. That's just me. I just don't feel right doing that. I told you guys when we ran out of the paddle attachments and we were out of stock for about 4 months because I had to work on the mold. That was tough. So I didn't run my paddle attachments, but now they're back. They're in stock and I run them and they're great. They're awesome for the single mag pouch or the double mag pouch. These things are awesome. One of the things, if you're a right-handed shooter and when you're putting on a mag pouch and you have to thread your belt through the belt loops, it's hard because you basically have to take the belt completely off and then rethread it through all the belt loops on your pants. And, it's just a hassle. With this one, you just slip it on, man, and you're ready to go. And then if you're running outside the waistband, put these on your outside the waistband gun holster and you're ready to rock, man. I mean, these things are awesome. You guys see me, if you follow me on Instagram, on church Sundays, when I carry, sometimes I'll run the paddle attachments outside the waistband gun holster. For the most part, I'll run inside the waistband. I'm just used to it, but I'll run the outside the waistband and I just conceal with just an overcoat or a jacket. And I like to wear my stuff kind of nice and fitted. I'm not these guys that wears a huge overcoat. I like to look nice and I like to, wear my stuff as fitted as I can. And at the same time, because I'm a big guy, and at the same time, be able to conceal. So those things are super important, guys. Let me just check the levels here. Everything's good. So there it is, man. Go check them out. Paddle attachments for the BCA gun holster and for the single or double mag pouches, AR mag pouches. I mean, people run these pretty much on all our products. They will fit the second gen and the 3.0 products that we have. They will not fit the old. If you have our old stuff, they will not fit, man, because these holes have to be precise. And so, the old way we're drilling the holes, with just a vertical drill. What do you call them? I forget what they're called because we don't even use them anymore. But we used to drill the holes manually, and so they weren't on 100,000%, and so they may not fit. So we don't even offer them to you guys. If you guys want to take a shot at them, try it. You got 30 days to send them back. But for the most part, man, they have to align perfectly. And so that's when we go to when we went to our Gen 2 and our Gen 3, everything's pretty much, down to, just like, it's very precise. There's a lot of precision that goes into these holsters. So it's easy to use the paddle attachments with those. Obviously, the whole pattern was made for those. And you may have an issue with trying to fit them on an old style holster. So just giving you that insight, giving you guys that. If you guys want to go and try it again. You got 30 days to send them back. Buy them, try them out. If they don't fit, all right, you just return them and we'll buy them back at full price, man. You do have to ship them back though. So we're not going to pay we'll pay for the shipping it to you. But if you didn't like it for whatever reason, you're going to have to spend the $2-3, whatever, on paddle attachments and just send them back. So it is what it is. Sean HK, what's your thoughts on a holster like the Vanguard from Raven, and will you come out with something like that? I think that's a great little holster option. First off, my hat's off to Raven. I mean, those guys, they're pioneers, man. I mean, they're the ones that, I don't want to say they're the ones that started it all with the pancake style holster, but they were one of the first. And, those guys, they've come out with so much stuff. They came out with I don't know if they came out with the claw, but they came out with that, the padded backing. I mean, these guys are just innovative. And so, my hat's off to them. As far as a company, I don't know them personally, so I can't sit here and say they're a great company, great to work for. I don't know anything about that, but their products are really good. And to answer that question, The Vanguard, yeah, it's a great option. I don't know if we'll come out with something like that. Maybe, obviously, it is an option that people are looking for, and maybe we can make something that people are willing to buy, and if they're willing to buy it, then yeah. But again, we're just so caught up right now, Sean, with trying to bring out all these options. We're working on the Shield 3.0. We're working on the P320s 3.0. We're working on the Glock 17, BCA Torsion. We're working on the CZP-10. We're working on the 1911s. We're working on the Glock 19 with the TLR7. We're working on the Glock 48. And so, our designers are constantly, they're there every day, and they're drawing and they're designing for us, and they're taking things and taking them to the next level and trying to push the envelope. And for us to go in there and say, hey man, make a Vanguard is kind of tough. I think it's something that we can look into in the future. But as for right now, we just really have a list that we're trying to get to the bottom of, so that we can start moving forward and maybe start looking into a 4.0 type holster and working on that. Maybe even working on a level 2, level 3 retention holster. Obviously, that would be for law enforcement and military. And that's a tough game, man, because you got people like Blackhawk and especially Safariland that are pretty much masters at that. I don't say masters, but they've been in that game for a long time, and they definitely know what they're doing. And so for us to get to that level, it's going to take time. But hey, look, guys, we're in it for the big game. We're in it to take it to that level, and we may not be ready right now, but we're always constantly looking forward to see the direction that we're going and what it is that we can do in that direction. So injection molding and perfecting that and taking it to the level 2, level 3 type of holster, maybe even drop. Obviously, we're going to get into law enforcement, military, drop leg rigs and all that. I mean, obviously, yeah, that is where my passion, my desire is. But we're not. I'm gonna be honest. We're not ready for it yet. So yeah, we're always trying to take things and make them better. And to go back to the Vanguard, I think it's a great inside the waistband option. I've never owned one. I've never tried to run one. I really like my gun to be inside a holster. The one thing about the Vanguard is that it exposes everything but the trigger guard, which is great because if you're going to be safe, you need to cover that trigger guard. But I don't like the feel of the gun, up against my body. I know it sounds stupid. I mean, maybe I just need to try it and I'll love it. But yeah, to answer that question, Sean, who knows? We may in the near future. We'll see. But as for now, we're just focusing on what we have right now, trying to get that out of the way. Great question, man.